how they manage their finances as a fashion designer. Now, this topic, hello guys, good morning and welcome back. All right, in this video, I want to solve or give us some information as regards to pertinent questions I have been getting. People asking me how they manage their finances as a fashion designer. Now, this topic is one thing that most of us are facing. Some persons are facing this silently. Some people are asking questions, how can they solve this? There is a little trend that tell us or fashion designers or current young entrepreneurs are just hustling to feed and pay bills, and they have little or nothing for to save or to invest, right? Now, this can as well be attributed to our economy here in Nigeria or any other part of the world that you are watching this video from. And I believe these things can happen to anybody and to any in any country, right? So in this video, I'll be giving us some tips on how we can avoid this problem, because this is a big problem. When you, after working for a number of years, number of months, days, at the end of the day or the month or the week, you have nothing to show for it. Bills coming up left and right, having a lot of expenses to run into, you keep on recycling your capital and having little or nothing to save, right? So I will give you some tips on how to go about it, on how to differentiate yourself from others. I actually started doing this for some years now, and I have been seeing some positive impacts, positive change, positive remark on my finances, and that is why I came up here with this video to help you, enlighten you. Please kindly watch the end of this video and make sure you don't skip any part for you to get the whole details that I'll be dropping in this video. If you're a first-time viewer, kindly subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, you are still welcome, right? So make sure you share this video to your friends, share to your group members, to your Facebook pages and profiles for people to benefit from the knowledge that I will share in this video. So let's now get down to the main video. Now, there are some steps you must take. Number one, keep detailed record. As a fashion designer, you need to keep detailed records of all your expenses, income, and investments, right? Now, some persons are just spending money as it comes, taking it, money that was meant for their businesses, they will use it to solve personal problems. Now, it is not right to compromise the boat. You should know that whatever you are to use should be what you have saved from your little income, right? So if you're able to keep detailed records, now this will help you, right, to stay on top of your finances and make informed decisions in the future, right? Now, number two is also create a budget and stick to it. Creating a budget is crucial to managing your finances. As a fashion designer, when creating your budget, consider your expenses, such as you track your finances and make informed decisions about your business, right? Now, you can use accounting software like QuickBooks or any other one to keep track of your finances. Now, furthermore, you can still set a budget. Setting a budget will help you to control your spending, right? And make sure you have enough money to cover all your expenses, right? As a fashion designer, you need to budget your materials, equipment, marketing, and other expenses. You need to budget it and not to spend at will. Number three, create a separate account, business account. It is important to separate your personal finances from your business, right? Then by creating a separate business account, you will be able to track your business expenses, monitor your cash inflow and outflow, and make sure you have enough money for taxes because you are meant to pay tax in a developed country. Now, number four, monitor your cash flow. Cash flow is the lifeblood of your business. As a fashion designer, you need to make sure you have enough money coming in to your to cover your expenses. You can use cash flow forecasting tools to help you predict your future cash flow, right? They have some apps that can help you do this. You can make your research and find them. Number five, control your expenses. Now, this aspect is one of the most tasking aspects that everybody needs to take note of. In as much as even if you're not a fashion designer, any field of study or skill you are, you need to monitor your expenses. Now, because you don't just spend at any given opportunity that there is a need for you to spend money, you spend. No, you need to control how you spend the money, right? It's not as if you are going to be stingy to yourself or to your business, but you must spend money wisely when there is a pertinent need, an important need, an unavoidably need for you to spend that money. You have to spend it wisely, right? So let's go further. Now, controlling your expenses is one of the keys to financial success as a fashion designer. You need to keep your costs under control so you can generate a profit, right? Analyze your expenses regularly and find ways to cut costs without compromising on quality. Very important. Cut costs, but don't compromise on quality. Now, number six is diversify your income. As a fashion designer, you can diversify your income by selling your products online, offering design services, or teaching fashion designing to people online or physically. Now, diversify your income will give you more stability and help you to weather financial storms, which most of us are facing currently now. Number seven is save for emergencies. It is important to have an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses like equipment repairs, machine repairs, health emergencies, or a dip in sales. Try to save at least 6 months worth of expenses in an emergency fund. By following these tips, you can manage your finances effectively as a fashion designer and achieve your financial success. Now, if you notice, all of this tells to point at the rate which we manage, we spend, we save, and we do our financial ability, right? Now, if you are extravagant in your lifestyle, in spending, in running your affairs, if you're extravagant, there's no magic, there's no miracle that you will do that will make you save money. Now, in as much as even if you get a 1 million naira job, you can still squander the money under 1 week or 1 month. Now, in as much as if you get a 2 million naira job, you can still squander the money if you don't have your financial goal at heart. If you don't have your um, financial need at heart, if you don't have the zeal to be financially free, if you don't have the zeal to have your financial freedom, now these and more are what you should look into. The cost of production should be reduced. Now, if you notice you're a designer that you run your office or your shop on daily basis with a generator set, which entails you buy fuel on daily. There's nothing wrong by buying fuel on daily, but then try to see if you can relocate your office to a place which do have light at least 5 to 6 to 7 hours daily, this will go a long way to curtail the cost of fueling for you. If you're a designer that you buy sewing items like linings, material gum, hairstay, cloth gum, sewing accessories at retail prices, like buying bit by bit, it will be advisable you buy them in bulk. Now, this will help you to have enough materials that will run in a longer duration, because by the time you go to the market to buy them in bits, you spend more money on transportation, you tend to buy lesser qualities, lesser values with bigger money. But when you buy them in bulk, you tend to have extras. For example, if you're buying zip in dozen, you have to buy them in dozen, and it's cheaper. You have extra 2 or 3 zips extra for your zips for the trousers, right? So the same thing is applicable as well to every other aspect of sewing accessories. Now, when you also notice that your place of living is a bit far from your working place, you consider bringing it closer so that you don't engage in extra expenses by transporting yourself from your office to your house and from your house to your office on daily basis. In most cases, it is even advisable to rent an apartment above a shop. Now, reasons being that you can use your apartment as your living office, as your living place as well. And as well, if you have workers which you employ, they can still make use of your apartment where you run your productions as their living place as well. When you rent a 2 or 3 bedroom flat and use the parlor and one room to run your sewing, use the other room for your office or the other room for your workers to sleep, you are using one rent to achieve 2 different goals. Now, this will, on the long run, cut down cost of rent. By the time you pay rent for your own personal house, for your own shop, and possibly for your workers, you're having 3 rents in a 1 year, in a calendar year. And tell me how much you will make from that your fashion business that will be able to run 3 rents for you confidently, comfortably, without complaints. So you will notice that sometimes we are the ones that subject ourselves to financial storms. So by the time you take your time and analyze your engagements financially, you'll be able to cut down all these expenses. Now, secondly, or furthermore, there are still some of us that are not engaging themselves in extravagant spendings, in extra rents, and every other financial activities, but they still suffer these financial storms. What is the way forward? Now, the way forward, I will tell you, I'll advise you, is to make sure you check in for your mass production, check in for your productivity level. Now, check your speed of production. How many clothes do you make in a day? Do you make one top in a day? Do you make one up and down in a day? If you make that in a day, you are basically making the money for one production unit in a day. And then on the long run, you will notice that you are having lesser income daily. But when your productivity is high, for example, if you're able to make 3 to 4 clothes in a day, if you are charging 10K for one cloth, you're making 40K daily. By the time you use 10,000 naira to run the cost of production of the 3 clothes, you are having 30K left as your income for that day. Then from there, you pay your workers and settle other bills. Then you are meant to save at least 10% or 2%, whatever you made daily for your savings. Now, this might not be easy for some upcoming or some new designers, but by the time you put it into practice repeatedly, you will find your way around it, right? So I pray this video might have given you some insight on how to go across your financial constraints and financial storms. And I pray to see you at the top, and make sure you comment, share, and like this video, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for us to be notified whenever I make and post such videos. Now, thank you for watching. See you in my subsequent videos.